Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Mattel Multiverse Batman vs Superman Bat Creature, and this is from the Grapnel Blaster Replica Collect and Connect Wave. Now this figure is quite a controversial one because although it kind of looks awesome and also extremely strange at the same time, this thing, the Bat Creature, was in the film for literally like a couple of seconds, if that. And so you don't really get a glimpse of it all that much, like the whole body. You pretty much just see it just jump out of a wall and that's it. This just is not a big enough character to warrant an action figure. I really don't think so. So right off the bat, I don't really think that it was worth it, but let's review the actual figure itself as opposed to the character and see if they did a good job of it, because obviously it is extremely different to anything that we see in the rest of the line, so that is very nice. It's nice to see something new from Mattel. On the back there, you can see the Grapnel Blaster, which we'll be looking at soon, and then we have everything else in the wave. I just have Aquaman now left to review. So, let's go ahead and get this thing open and take a closer look. And here is the Bat Creature out of the packaging, and honestly, this thing is extremely weird. So let's go ahead and just measure this guy up real quick, because he is very different to anything I've seen before from Mattel. So he's about 6 3/4 inches tall. Here he is next to Lex Luthor. And then here he is next to Nightmare Batman. So they stand about the same height. Nightmare Batman's actually taller. But yeah, it's very strange. I mean, obviously it does look like Man-Bat, and if that's the kind of thing that they were trying to go for, that's cool, but that's not really what it is in the film. And the colour scheme used for this guy is extremely similar to the Arkham Knight Man-Bat figure that we've recently gotten from DC Collectibles. It's definitely that same kind of skin tone, seeing the veins and whatnot. And there you see one of my problems, kind of loose-ish joints there in the legs. I actually find this guy really hard to stand. He has very unique legs down here. I'm going to just cover the articulation as we look at this guy instead of its own separate segment. So the hips are pretty standard kind of ball joints right here, so they can go up and down and out to the side. That's good. You got your rotation at the thigh. And then the knees right here, they only bend that much. And then we have this kind of ankle bit down here as well. So, and then the feet, they come back like this. You can move them. You can move them forward if you want to and stuff. But it can only stand with the feet flat like that. And that is the bottom because it has the little barcode thing right there. But they just, I really find it so awkward to stand, because when you put it straight like that, obviously the center of gravity right there is way in front of the actual feet. And then, you know, depending on how you move them around, you can finally get it centered, but then it kind of looks really weird, and it's hard to balance on it because it's so top heavy by the time you got it like that. It's really hard to stand for me personally. The wings do actually plug in and out right there. It's just, I guess, so that you can get them in the packaging. The arms right here, they do look quite ugly there with that kind of notch cut out, but they can move out that far and rotate all the way around. We have a rotation and an elbow hinge right there that doesn't really move all that much. Rotation at the hand right there. The midsection though is really cool. As you can see, the crunch is really good, and then we get the rotation there as well. It doesn't really pivot side to side. Head's kind of poor. You get a rotation, a little bit of wiggle there left and right, and a little bit of wiggle up and down. It's not all that great. We have a kind of a pink wash over the top of this whole thing. We have 2 or 3 different shades of grey in there as well. You know, so you got the really dark, and then you got the kind of pinkish red there to make a kind of bloody effect. The purple on the veins and everything. I really think that this guy color-wise looks absolutely fantastic. But I really would love this figure to have been much scarier, with a very angry expression. As it is with its blank expression, it just looks really weird and kind of confused, and it almost actually looks scared when you look at the eyebrows and the cheekbones there. It actually looks like it's scared, when this is meant to be the epitome of Bruce Wayne's fear right here. But I have to say, these wings do look really cool, hanging down so low, but then that tailbone thing right there just looks absolutely ridiculous. But overall, it is something that's very different and very unique, and that is definitely nice to see. So it's not just your standard DCUC kind of a mold, but you know, if they can make this right here and not have the gaping crotch pits, Why can't they do that on all their other figures? Like, just move with the times, make your figures look better. It's kind of, in a way, a step in the right direction for Mattel, and I hope that they really do, in the Multiverse line, keep this going and just try and make some more figures with some damn ball joints. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you want to see more pictures of anything else from my collection, check out my Instagram, Homerino123, and the link is in the description below, along with my Twitter. If you want to check out more Multiverse reviews, we have Aquaman coming up next, and then we're going to look at the grapnel launcher itself. Go ahead and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.